Hi everyone and welcome to Sydney Motorsport Park for the first round of the Australian Pulsar Racing Association Championship. A bumper field of 29 cars is ready to tackle the Shorten North Circuit as part of the Festival of Sporting Cars. The healthy grid proof that this series is a fantastic, cost-effective way to go racing.
G'day, I'm Jeff Fear. I'm the technical advisor for the Pulsar Challenge, which is a one-make class of Nissan Pulsars, N14s, N15s, based around the 2-litre motor, but you can run the 1.6 if you so wish. It's a class all about parity. It's about close racing, driving skill, craftsmanship, car setup. It's a great class because it's not about horsepower. It's not about how much you've got over someone else. It's how good you can get the best out of the car and the driver.
Today will be the first of 6 rounds held in New South Wales and 3 10-minute races are scheduled. The class of 2016 offers a diverse range of competitors, some with plenty of racing experience and others who are new to the sport. The relaxed attitude in the pits, attracting plenty of new teams, even a couple of lady racers, including rookie Alexandria Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Alexandria Lawrence. I'm racing an N14 Pulsar in the APRA racing series. This is my first race, so it'll be a good day to get to know the car and to practice. And I'm hoping to finish the day with a straight car and learn heaps.
After a brief qualifying session, it was the reigning champ Dimitri Agathos who put his hand up once again to be the man to beat in 2016, claiming pole comfortably by 1.7 seconds. Starting alongside him in the front row is Jerome Perosi as the field rolls down the straight for the green flag. The beginning of the 2016 season is away. Aggressive start from Alexandra Lawrence, moves to the left-hand side. We go on board with Max Healy, and they're 3 wide through the first corner. Crazy stuff, bumping panels at the very first lap. Quick look over the shoulder as Healy just makes sure that his left side is clear when approach that big braking marker down at turn 2. The hairpin, there's a car to the inside, bit of understeer through the mid part of the corner. You might lose 1 or 2 spots as a result, but a fairly clean start here at the beginning. The pole sitter, fantastic start for Dimitri Agathos, trying to continue off the back of a fantastic 2015. He's opened up a fairly healthy lead so far. Down the hill we go, 4th gear, but back into 3rd. Just has to settle himself. This is the shortened circuit. Plenty of curb usage through the flip-flop, left, right, over that big hump and back down onto this little short chute. But a fairly clean lead, although Agathos struggling to break away from the pack that's chasing. Jerome Perosi and Sean Ryan back there in 3rd position, but definitely a clean start and a clean first lap for season 2016. On board with Sean Ryan, having a look now at the back of Perosi. Perosi's car gets a little bit light over the curb. Big slide for Perosi, gathers that back up. Good save, but he'll be vulnerable here. Here goes Sean Ryan to the inside. Under brakes. He's just that little bit braver and he gets the move done. That's for 2nd. Can he just square off the corner? He does. So he's in 2nd now, but look at the lead that Agathos has opened, courtesy there, that little moment that we saw there for Perosi. Down towards the first corner, we're pretty much halfway home in the first race here, and it's been trouble-free so far. So we go on board now with Harry Inwood. He started 7th, he's up to 4th, so good progress. Always overcooked it slightly down there at turn 2. He's got his 2 hands together, wrestling away at the steering wheel. And a car to the inside, so he will lose a spot as a result. And that's rookie Matty Boylan slipping through now in his first ever race to take P4 away from him. So a nice move at the short chute there as we go back down the hill. Checkered flag at the end of the first race, and it's a win. It's the reigning champ, the perfect way to start off 2016. Congratulations to Dimitri Agathos, taking the first win by 2.5 seconds over Sean Ryan. Matty Boylan 3rd on debut, Phil Alexander 4th, Harry Inwood rounding out the top 5. 21 cars home for the first race of the year, a fairly trouble-free 10-minute excursion.
Yeah, so everyone in the top 5 or 6 people, there should be close racing. All the cars are pretty competitive, so we're looking for a good season this year as well to back it up. Well, our biggest announcement is that we're racing the Bathurst 6 Hour in March. So we've just been prepping the car for that, and we haven't really done much for the Pulsar Challenge.
So as Agathos rolled out for race 2, the question was, could he go back-to-back? He had pole position, but this time it was to be a standing start. Green, and Agathos has bogged it down a little bit. He grabbed 2nd gear, but he's lost the lead. Sean Ryan, great start off the outside of row 1. Storms into the lead ahead of the first corner. And checking his mirrors here, Agathos worried, and that's why, because Alexander has snuck through on the inside towards turn 1. So, winner of race 1 has been absolutely swamped, and there you go, he's back into 3rd. So a fantastic start, Sean Ryan just locking that left front, but here's the leader through the hairpin at turn 2. Jumped all over the race winner of race 1, and now it's Sean Ryan who leads. Down towards turn 1, Ryan just backing off because he can see some yellow flags, and as a result it opens up the door for Alexander. I think he got that move done before the yellow flag, so that should be legal. Very opportunistic, and look at this, Sean Ryan's lost all this momentum, and there goes Perosi as well, so he's lost a few spots here. Oh, actually make that more, there goes Dan Smith, that is, and Dimitri Agathos. We go 3 wide at the approach of turn 2, and just like that the race leader is back in 5th. On board here with Agathos. Dan Smith in his sights. Smith P3 at the moment, just using all the exit over the flip-flop. Agathos, after winning race 1, back a few positions here. He'd dearly love to try and catch back up and get the lead in race 2. But he's got a little bit of work to do after that bad start. On board now with Matt Boylan, 170 kilometres per hour, storming towards turn 1. He just quickly adjusts that mirror, sets his sights at turn 1. He's got ahead of him Craig Thornton, who looks to the inside here of Sean Ryan. Oh, wheel on the grass and his sideways contact. Contact at the exit of turn 1, and sideways they both go hard into the fence. This is what it looked like from on board Sean Ryan's car. That's a huge moment. He's been absolutely punted. Did a very good job keeping it off the wall. Not the first time those two have been together. And I believe that was under red flag conditions. So we check out what's happening on the back of the circuit at the exit of the flip-flop, and there's a car over to the right-hand side. That's Josh Heath, and a huge crash for Josh. He's gone backwards into the fence, and unfortunately that's had to bring out the red flag. Josh has been taken to hospital for a quick checkup. Thankfully he's okay, and the race was able to commence once again with Phil Alexander leading us to the green flag under heavy fire here from Dan Smith. A great restart for Smith. He looks to the outside at turn 1. That's a brave spot. That's where we saw Sean Ryan go sideways and hard into the fence earlier to bring out that red flag. Is he going to make that move stick? That's very brave on the outside towards turn 2, but Phil Alexander should have the sit up the inside and holds onto the race lead. So good racing after the restart, but it'll be Phil Alexander who should lead us back to the checkered flag. And look at that, Agathos trying to storm his way into 2nd position. Good racing there with Dan Smith as they race home to the checkered flag. Congratulations to Phil Alexander, winner of race 2, and Sean Ryan just has 90 minutes to try and fix his car after that nasty crash. Okay, final race of the weekend, race 3, on the grid, ready for a start. Sean Ryan off the back gets a good jump. There's a gap between 2 cars here. This is Luke Napier and Andrew Nichols, and he splits the difference. 3 wide at the start. Great start there for Sean Ryan. Next man will be Ben Sylvester on the 85. He goes to the outside of him. Aggressive stuff. Goes to the outside of John Markwick now. So a very aggressive start indeed. Gets 3 or 4 cars at the beginning. James Keane in the 51 can't quite get to the outside of that Pulsar, but a good start and a good jump as we go through the back part of the circuit. And the leader early on here is Dan Smith, so Smith getting a fantastic start off the front row, leads us from Phil Alexander and our series reigning champ Dimitri Agathos on the first lap. Clean racing further back through the pack as they all find their way through. On board with Agathos, he's got a good run through turn 2, a little bit of opposite lock. Phil Alexander is the man that he wants, and he outbrakes him up the inside of turn 2. It's a tight part of the track. Back to 2nd gear, heavy braking. And that's a fantastic move up the inside to take away 2nd position. The series champ not messing around here in race 3. We go on board with Sean Ryan. He's picked off so many cars. Look how tight it is up the road. Very tight between a few cars through turn 1, and dust. Oh, there's been an accident, a heavy accident. It looked like to me, Matty Boylan got sideways in contact with Max Healy, and goodness me, that's Max sliding upside down on his roof towards turn 2, so a heavy accident. Goodness me, I hope Max is okay, because that was a nasty crash, and it has brought out the Techno safety car here at Sydney Motorsport Park, and a red flag, not surprisingly. A heavy accident has brought out the red flag, and unfortunately the race has had to be cancelled, so no result from race 3, and that will leave the points looking like this. Joint leaders at the top, Dimitri Agathos and Phil Alexander locked together on 180 points each. Matt Boylan on debut, very impressive, third for the round and third overall in the points. Dan Smith and Jerome Perosi round out the top 5. Thanks for joining us at Sydney Motorsport Park. We look forward to the second round at Wakefield Park on the 16th and 17th of April. We'll see you there.